Is here finally.
السلام على من اتبع الهدى.
Okay, guys.
وعليكم
Like,
ثقة.
if you have any last word to say before I mute everyone, technically, then just say it now.
Well,
Fuck Johnny's, fuck Turney.
Fuck
Yeah,
Johnny.
No.
Fuck no, fuck Johnny.
Fuck Jannies.
Wait, don't mute everyone yet. I just need to set up the audio.
Okay. So,
Uh,
you're recording them.
I'm recording as well, so we have two recordings, I assume.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Which app are you using?
OBS.
Okay, nice. We have 19 attendants.
I
If
think
you're
the
recording-
I think the previous high score is like 30 or something. I'm not sure.
No.
30?
No,
I
no.
don't think.
Wait, I don't know.
think so.
What was it? You should
Yeah,
have the
19
screenshots.
now.
Hmm.
We should have at least 20 people, but
Yeah, I'll take
Alex said
Kurt said he's gonna attend, but I don't see him anywhere here.
I
Spear
was-
as well.
I was informed that the A party conducted a raid.
Yeah,
What?
they did. It was the funniest shit ever. We missed on it.
Fuck.
Basically, like
Oh, right,
5 members of the 8th party joined at once. 5 members of the 8th party joined at once, and then they did like monkey noises, and all of us lost our.
Exactly what I assumed. Holy shit.
it was
Yeah. We should have recorded that, to be honest. It was so
Fuck.
fucking funny.
but no one here had anything to record with us.
Zach, what do you have to say about the
We didn't start yet.
We didn't start yet.
Yeah, I know.
No, but I mean, what does he have to say
You
about
can
the
talk if you want.
conduct of his allies?
It's based.
It was based
Fair,
on
fair,
stuff, so,
fair.
Conduct here. I endorse.
The 8th
You
party
should disavow.
not aligned. It's apolitical.
It's better for me to endorse.
Okay, bro.
Okay, we're gonna wait for Ali to have the recording ready, and then we're gonna start.
I mean, I'm recording
Hamza,
right
you're gonna
now,
post
so
this on your channel, right?
probably.
Or you're gonna post this on your channel?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Perfect.
Testing,
But
testing.
Hamza records like a monkey. He doesn't know how to record.
What do
Last
you
time
mean?
Something he recorded, I wanted to tear my eyes out.
Which recording?
The one with the fucking Irish debate. Or something.
Right. Well, it's because I was fucking playing video games while doing it. So you'd hear something like, "Ooh, I'm doing magic and shit" in between dissing on Ireland. So naturally.
Also, Ali, I'd like to do a quick dua and افتتاح الخطبة.
Alhamdulillah.
No.
Yeah, that's good, bro. When we start.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay, prepare guys, just
We'll
bring
start
anything
in a-
you want.
we'll start in a couple of
If
minutes.
anyone, just like a last reminder, if anyone like has a part to speak, just tell me right now, so I can give you the speaker role,
I am here.
and yeah, get prepared.
One second. So this is how we'll go. Krieg will give him dua. I'll give a short little introduction, and then
Someone please give. Okay. Do you have like a speech? Hassan?
who Ghassan?
Yeah, he's,
Why would Ghassan do a speech?
he's a representative of the 8th party, so
Fair point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're trying to get it.
sure. Anyone else?
Give a good speech so they can be included into the next election. Not sure if
Right.
they accept the parliament, but well, okay.
The 8th party will rise from the ashes.
Bismillah.
Okay, so my recording things aren't working. Hamza, does your thing, like, have you recorded stuff before? Is it clear?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, I mean, start recording. and
I
then-
started before I even joined the channel.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh.
Right.
Naturally.
Record it and then send me the file, I guess.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, tell me in the like text chat when I apply the mute, so everyone gets muted. Should I do it now?
Wasn't Krieg gonna say something?
Yeah,
I
I'll
have the
begin with
speaker
a
role.
quick
I
prayer.
have the speaker role.
You can give the speaker role.
Give.
Can you
Yeah.
guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you can hear you fine.
Wait, let me
Good.
edit
بسم
channel.
الله الرحمن.
Oh wait, we should
Wait.
probably mute everyone and then you can give your little
إن شاء الله.
barakallah feek.
Fuck you, عادي.
Damn, I love having this mute option. Asil, you may proceed.
Greg الدعاء.
Just fucking say it.
should I? Okay, I'll start. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لعلي نحمده ونستعينه من يهده علي فلا مضل له ومن What?
What? Just say it. What the fuck?
Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لعلي نحمده ونستعينه من يهده علي فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد أن لا إله إلا علي وحده لا شريك له وأن أليكس عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على أليكس وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ومن تبعه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فيا عباد علي، أوصيكم وإياه بتقوى أليكس فقد فاز المتقون. قال علي تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا علي وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع علي ورسوله أليكس فقد فاز فوزا عظيما.
Please, guys, we're hearing him. Hallelujah, Amen. The Holy Trinity.
No, not amen.
Very funny.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure Skandar was fapping to your voice right there, so I had him muted.
Bruh.
Alright, guys. So now that we've opened this ceremony, please stand for the national anthem.
Stand for this dick, bro.
البدون والحشون والعقول والعقول في الهواء الكبار والصغار والنساء والرجال في عراء شاعرا مؤحبا مزينا مبردا شاعرا مؤحبا مزينا مبردا الشباب لم يقل عزمه أن يستبين أو جميل مشاهدات الحاضرات ورؤية مؤخرة كم تغني دربنا دائما مكرم وواقف مقنن دائما مكرم وواقف مقنن في الليالي الحادثة نحلم بالذنب والحورية موقعي النجاح والمتاع والفواحش والبحث همنا الخضار والنسيان والتينيجر والهنع يخصنا يا دنا كل يوم تضلق نشيطة تخفض نشيطة تخفض يا بنات على الشاشات أجمل الفتيات وقعت موقعي
Beautiful.
That was a great anthem.
Absolutely beautiful. Now that that's
Okay,
done
so-
with, we're gonna start with our debate or whatever interview, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. So please, only the candidates to speak.
I'm here.
Okay, Zach, are you here? Okay, the way we're gonna do this is that we're gonna have 2 minutes. 1 minute for Alex, 1 minute for Zach. You're gonna do like an opening ceremony, etc., etc. Your missions, your objectives, just an opening speech, and then we'll move on to the questions. So let's start with let's start with Alex. You have 1 minute.
Okay, so my name is Alex. I represent the Shark Party. The Shark Party aims to preserve the peace that has been in this server for over 3 years and protect the server heritage. And right now we have a controversial issue, which is whether Zach should be mod or not. Our mission is to deny him that right because of previous acts of misconduct and to protect the server balance. I think that our mod team is more than capable enough of ruling this server, and this server has seen prosperity throughout the last month from actions taken by our moderation team. I think that we should definitely improve the server, and that's our mission. And we're trying to appease the aims of different sides of the server, which is across the political spectrum. So if you want to stay in this server, you want your right protected, then the best choice of action is to vote Shark, to keep the peace and to keep things going.
Based.
Shut the fuck up, Ali. Shut the fuck up, Sid. Please.
Okay.
Only claps
Okay.
are allowed. Zach, you have 1 minute.
Well, hello. That I represent the bear part. So I just serve these aspect. Well, my ideals are as we the server going downhill.
You're cutting out a lot, Zach.
All right. To keep my like I said, the server has been going downhill in the 2018 era. So my party represents forward. I plan to be a mod, keep the balance. Instead, we are losing members each month. Some people are leaving. So I try to preserve the culture, of course. I'm going to ban clad. No, I'm going to add on it, add new event, and add a lot of. So this change will not mitigate. The tradition will go on. We will celebrate it, but we will add something else, and I will take it to Jack. So anything.
Thank you,
So yeah.
Zach. You cut out a bit there, but it's fine. It's fine.
I hope you get the.
Please try and put closer to the router.
Okay, sure.
So now we're gonna start with a bunch of questions that were both put up by me and a bunch of anonymous tippers who wanted to hear these questions during the interview. So the first question goes to both candidates. I want both of them to answer. Skandar goes first. Zach goes first. Skandar goes second. What changes do you
Okay.
plan to implement should you become a mod? Zach, you have the floor.
Well, first, plan is the journey. The Transit server will. I will add new emotes. I will not remove any additional emotes I know about. What else? I do take suggestions. DM me any emote you want. Any channel. So yeah, I don't have anything particular, not yet, but I will.
Interesting. Thank you, Zach. Alex, you have the floor.
Okay, so I'm mod right now, which you guys have seen me for over the last 3 years, how I was mod in this server. I used to be even admin at one point, and people think that was like the peak of the server. But anyways, I think that this server... okay, wait. Anyways, I think that this server will have some changes, but the changes will be, always slow. It will take time, but will be there. I think that the server needs balance. That's one of the main reasons the server has survived so long, because many people have different opinions, and sometimes like they get into heated arguments. And as a mod team, we try to keep that balance. Zach is a very opinionated person, and I don't think that he should become moderator simply due to him putting his opinions above everyone else's. So he's gonna like take side. He's not gonna think from both points of view, and most importantly, he'll put his own like perspective over the others. So if Zach becomes mod, you're gonna have to witness a drastic change in server dynamics, especially since Zach sometimes is online in hours which other mods are not. So he might do something, and then we might not realize it, and then when we do realize it, it's too late. So to protect the peace that has been going on, it's better to vote Shark, vote CTP, fuck Zach, fuck Bears, fuck Cat, and peace.
Well, there were a lot of serious accusations
That was a knockout.
onto them. No, there was some accusation. I'm also, of course, I'm not very opinionated person. I'm just like everyone else here. My opinion does represent the majority of this chat, which are Muslims. So yeah, I guess I am a bit opinionated, but my opinions are the people, unlike the mods. I'm not going to name any.
Fair, fair. On to the next question.
Online, I was
Actually,
online here a lot, and that's a good mod. Should be. I don't think it.
Fair, fair.
Sure, sure.
We're gonna move on to the next question. This one comes from an anonymous tipper and goes to Zach. Zach, after you become mod, what will your policy be towards the Middle Eastern minorities in this server, considering almost all mods we had are of Nafri origin? Go.
First of all, I will. If there are people here bully who harm them, I will put on a channel specific for them to keep them at minimum.
Hmm.
To protect the rights here. Muslims, only Muslims need that.
God bless. God bless. Next question. This one goes to Alex. This one comes from an anonymous tipper and goes to Alex. Alex, as we know, you have an anger issue. In fact, you take pills just to stay sane. So my question is, do you think it is wise to have a mod who is known to have anger issues? Go.
I mean, if I did like, I used to have anger issues. That's real. Like, I do not deny it. But I've done my best to contain them, and I've done my best to fix them. I think that anger issues or mental issues in general do not relate to like your ability to moderate well, because you can have them, but you can still have good leadership roles. The thing here with Zach is that he's not a leader. I suspect that he is even a puppet, as some might say. So like, if you have the things that you need to become a leader, then you should have like enough confidence in your opinion. You should not join sides. You should not join circles. You should do things independently. But here we see Zach has been dependent on many people. So like, would you rather have someone who's sometimes angry, but like has moments where he's a good leader, he's a good representative of the people, and he's willing to stand and take his ground for the people? Or are you willing to have a rat who is mentally insane but will bitch on you and will not protect your own rights in your own server?
Well,
Zach, you can respond.
well, he said that I'm not. That's Marky is trying to sabotage this.
Okay, that's enough of that. Zach, you were saying.
Yeah. I think it's healthy. Okay, I think. course, I don't have big ideas. I don't plan. I don't have big. What I have to listen to the people, listen to the Muslims, especially. We have a lot of Muslims that feel alienated in a Muslim majority server. Can you even imagine
Alhamdulillah.
Muslims feeling alienated in a Muslim server?
Bruh.
God bless.
Yeah.
God bless.
Even the you can just check. Jesus Christ is the biggest role here. Do you think this is normal in a normal Muslim server?
True. True. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. This one goes to Zach. Zach, why were you banned in the past? This one came to me from anonymous tipper. I assume they want you to say something incriminating. So why were you banned in the past, Zach?
Looking at my old tweets to try to cancel me. This is what the is doing. In 2017, I had a habit of questionable videos. And Alex was not too happy about it, even though most people here were core videos, cat videos, best videos. Only me and me. I think he banned me twice. That's not a lot. Other times, I'm not sure. I don't think anything major that weakening effects. Talking with banned people. Yeah. My offense were minute, and that's why I'm here. That's why. So yeah.
God
I
bless.
think you have to be banned at least once to certain people. Imagine just respecting the Janis and never doing it. That's not.
True to the motto of the Bear Party. Fuck Jannies, fuck trannies. What was the third?
That's right.
A flash question has suddenly come in from an anonymous audience member. He says, Zach, you are accused of communicating with App behind the scenes. What do you have to say with regards to this accusation?
Well, I deny. If you want, I can provide you with proof. I will.
Especially since Zach and Abed didn't have the most cordial relations beforehand.
I want to have like a rebuttal to Zach's previous point. He
Sure,
claimed
go
that
ahead.
He claimed that the Muslims are oppressed in the Muslim majority server, right? Then why does he want to post gore and scat, which are obviously un-Islamic?
That's beyond the
which are
point.
obviously un-Islamic. Look, if scat is more than sodomy. It's like
I promise that I will
going
never
straight
post
to
again.
hellfire.
Stop.
So like,
Stop lying.
will you trust this person to lead the
Liar.
Muslim opinion? Like
You're
I've given
lying.
up my admin
You're
role.
lying.
I've given up my admin role to Ali just so Muslims can have more representation. And Ali have not done anything like that severe. Where you have posted cat, you have posted gay porn, you have even made sex tapes of yourself fucking niggers. So like, you yourself claim yourself to be like a rightful face for the Muslims, because let's face it, a person who does that in Islam is called a munafiq, and an Ahlul Kitab is better than a munafiq technically. So I think that trying to appeal hypocritically to Muslims just doesn't justify your previous point. You either have to take one side or the other, and you've chosen to take the path of scat. So
Zach, do you want to reply to that?
Well, most of those allegations have any proof of that. Of course, I sometimes ironically, so you don't have to believe anything I have to say. Just laugh. It's not my diary. Nothing here is be taken seriously. Okay, this includes the video. This was in 2017. I'm
Interesting. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. This one goes to Alex. Alex,
sure.
theoretically, if you do stay mod, what do you what will you do about the previously banned members of the server, specifically Abid and Bushra? Actually, not sure why they added Bushra in that question, but mostly Abid.
Bushra firstly is not banned. She chose to leave the server by herself. We tried to accommodate for her, but she chose that choice. It was a result of Sphere's misbehavior, and that's out of the way. About Abd, it's about the council of mods who decide that. And we've decided that for now he will not come back. But my stance on this is that Abd can come back, but we will have his own dedicated channel. He will even have like mod powers in that channel if he chooses to, but, like to protect the server or like to experiment with him and see if he's changed. We're just gonna view that channel over and over. If he has changed, then maybe we'll give him a chance and let him return to the normal channel.
Thank you, Alex. Next question. This one goes to Zach. Zach, Coat, what is your plan for the Moroccan tranny infestation in this server? End quote.
Okay.
Well, not our try to that. We'll try to bully them as much as we can until they leave on.
God bless.
Cringe, bro.
God bless.
Cringe.
Next question. This one also goes to Zach. Zach, some people are wary of voting for you given your previous behavior during the choker incident. What do you have to say about this, and what are your policies towards choker posters?
My policy is the same as Alex. People should not post of other members without permission. Does everyone post here unless we get them.
You cut out there. Can you repeat that?
I said you need permission, so goes with everyone. Anyone is not with the picture he posted, undo his permission.
You cut out there, so I didn't hear anything. But I assume he's saying, "Shut the fuck up." I assume he's.
Okay, I will read.
Yeah.
That you not be able to put anyone member's picture unless they give you a permission.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
This goes just for me, for everyone.
Fair point. Fair
Think
point.
That he agrees with the current rules and that nobody should be allowed to post the pictures of others without their initial permission, if in case you did.
Interesting. Next question. This one goes to Alex. Alex, despite Christians, despite Christians making up less than 10% of the Mena server population, why do they make up over 60% of the mod team? Why are you against the first ever Muslim candidate? This came from an anonymous person. Go.
Look, we're trying to divert the responsibility away from the Muslim people. So, like, if we do something sinful as mods, we will take the right for it. We will take it to hell with us. So the Muslims can stay out of hell. But the thing is that, like, Christians do not have like a point of view on the sectarian violence between Sunnis and Shias. We do not care about that. That makes us like prime candidates to solving problems between the two sides. So when a sectarian war breaks out, and that usually was the case in like the early days of the server, we'd usually get into fixing it quickly. But if you have a majority of either sect in either roles in either moderation in the chat, then you're gonna start running into some problem, and the chat will become opinionated. And when the chat becomes opinionated, it just becomes a circle jerk. So we still have Muslim representation in the mod team. We even made the admin Muslim just to represent the majority, and we do accept that Muslims are the majority, and we have not denied them their rights. So if we were like, I know that this is the case that like there's like 2 Christian mods in this chat, 3 Christian mods, and that's like a lot for some people. We'll try to come up with ways to handle that more clearly and to be more connected with our Muslim population. But so far we have not done anything wrong to our Muslim population. We have even protected them against attacks from other Christian raiders. We had an Armenian person and a Spanish person raid here in the name of Christianity, and we have stopped them in the name of Islam.
God bless. God bless. Thank you, Alex. Zach, what do you want to say to
How
that?
do you- Well, first of all, just look at this server. We have one Islamic channel and it's thrown away at the back. It doesn't get any. Why do you this happen? Because our Christians are. If you want to bring
Look-
back the
look,
Islamic ability,
If you're talking about the Muslim chat that we put in the bottom, we put it there just to make it like not draw attention to it. So like when
Especially given the
Imagine, like,
previous
an
history in the
atheist-
server.
imagine if like an edgy atheist ex-Muslim just joined the server and the first channel he sees is the Muslim chat, and then he starts making trouble there. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to delete his shit. And the worst part of being a Jani is deleting shit. So like the best thing you can do is to prevent people from taking shits on your channel in the first place. It's not about the toilet, it's about the sewage system.
Bruh, that's deep.
well,
Lovely,
You don't
lovely
have to put it in the
philosophical
bottom,
addition
just
there,
make-
Alex. I appreciate it very much.
we don't have to put it in the bottom. We just have to make the vetting system more restricted.
Interesting.
People complain that this chat is not like it's too strict, but like still we put it in the bottom just so like people with higher IQ can scroll down, like a high IQ and a high enough IQ to scroll down and see it and have their own high IQ discussion there.
Well, why it doesn't have any activity anymore? Do you think it's part of the problem?
Because the server is low IQ, you dumbass.
Going to say-
I mean, you were raided by ape noises like 3 seconds ago. Next question. This one comes from Hisham. He says, voting is kufr and you shouldn't vote. This is not a question. End quote.
Yeah. I mean, sure, whatever he wants.
Well, if you don't like voting, don't vote. No one.
Fair
Yeah,
point.
no one's
fair
forcing
point.
you to vote. But if you're not voting, you're still voting.
Deep.
For the majority.
You're just voting for the side that you're against, and you know that there's a side that appeases to you because the two sides here are very different. So like you can choose one side.
Are they different though? I mean, we have a conservative party and a pseudo-conservative party.
The Conservative Party and the
You mean the
Party
there
for
is the
change.
Munafiq party, the Christian party, and the Muslim party.
yeah, the Munafiq Party is your party, the Christian Party is my party, and the Muslim Party is the Ape Party.
He's the monkey vote.
Next question. This one, this one comes from an anonymous tipper, and it goes to Zach. It says, "What is your opinion on the Mu'tazila school of thought?"
The what?
The Mu'tazila school of thought.
We're going to have to ask questions to stick to the election, please.
Yeah.
Fair point. I guess you will not answer that. Your opinion on the Mu'tazila school of thought. Do you want to answer that?
No, I don't have any strong opinion.
Cringe. Okay.
That is the wrong answer to that question.
That is the wrong answer. You just lost the bad vote, Zach. You just posted cringe. Next question. This one comes from an anonymous tipper. He says, "When I say
Is it to
Dawlatul,"
both?
he says, "Is it to both? It's to both, yeah." He says, "When I say Dawlatul Islam, what do you say?"
باقية
يوم
ومتمددة.
متمددة.
God bless. God bless. Next question. This one goes to. This one goes to Zach. Zach, despite claiming to be representative of the underrepresented Muslim of the server, you shamelessly partake in electoralism while knowing it's kufr. What do you say about this?
Well, Craig, I mean, Asil, question. Why? Can you repeat the question? Why do I represent the?
Zach, despite you claiming to be a representative of the underrepresented Muslims of the server, you shamelessly partake in electoralism while knowing it's kufr. What do you say about this?
Well, politics is politics.
But it's kufr.
No. It's.
Hmm. Hmm.
You have.
Guys,
if I want to
guys, can we have
watch a
ape
react-
noises? Can we have ape noises?
Sure, let's have ape noises.
Typhoon, can we have ape noises?
He muted himself, the fucking retard.
Please, please, the monk.
Next question. Wait, wait, I'm gonna ask him if he wants this anonymous.
That sounds more like he's yelling at
Next
him
question.
than an election.
Next question comes. Next question comes from the Moroccan tranny. He says, "About what do you say about the hypocrisy of standing for Muslims while being a homosexual yourself?" Zach.
Hmm.
I keep sexual and to myself. I don't impress anyone, so I think I can fairly reflect parts. If I do them, which I plan. I don't post my loot pics on the channel like some trannies do here.
Thank you, Zach. I'm checking. I think I'm out of questions. Give me a second.
We can.
If we
can,
are
unmute.
out,
Can
yeah, if
unmute
we are
them.
out of questions, then we can mute someone,
Okay.
and then they can ask questions themselves.
We can, yeah, we can unmute the audience and have them ask questions if they want to.
Okay, so Typhon's been
Sure, sure. We're out of questions. We're gonna go to the Q&A. Who wants to speak?
unmute Typhon.
If anyone wants to speak, say
I
in the
unmuted him.
Caucus channel. If you want to speak, say in the Caucus channel and we're unmute.
Yeah, Tommy Phone, go ahead.
Thank you. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful, I have a question as the representative of the Ape Islamist Party and therefore all the Sunni Muslims of this chat. But before I go to my question, I want to make something clear. It has been told that the great scholar Sheikh Hisham al-Filistini has decreed it permissible to vote if there is a chance that Munafiqeen will take the power in the lands where the Muslims live, but only if they will lead us astray. I just wanted to make this clear to the pious Sunni. I will make it clear, Sunni Muslims of this chat. Now, as for our question, the question is the following. To both candidates, please listen very carefully.
I was drinking water. Fuck you.
That was our question. We are looking forward to your answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Typhoon. Thank you. Candidates, your turn to answer. We'll start with Skandar.
Okay, that's an insightful question. So basically, I believe that it's Baqiyya, it's Mutamadida, and we will deal with the Munafiqeen ourselves, including this person who's pretending to be a voice of Islam. However, we have an alliance as Ahl Kitab. Like together, we can deal with the Munafiq menace and send them back to hell where they belong.
Zach, what do you say?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. So this shark boy claims that I'm a munafiq. Can you repeat it, shark boy?
Fair point.
You are a Munafiq.
Skandar, can you repeat it?
May I intervene?
Listen, you are. You're a hypocrite.
Please, can I intervene?
Sure, Adnan. Ask your question.
Yes. Well, it's very clear that Skandar is not a Muslim, so he could like it would serve no purpose for him to recite the Fatiha, since we are very clear about his status as a dhimmi and non-Muslim.
A dhimmi ruler.
There's only this image of hypocrisy you have been pushing so far, being an advocate of between markets, Muslim rights, while Skander being a non-Muslim and clearly states so, he does this in the best interest of the Muslims to relieve them from the burden and bid'ah of politics.
God
Well,
bless.
listen, Adnan. How can a Christian claim whether I'm a good Muslim or not? He has no knowledge on
Well, the
just
scat
side
says
of
Yeah, I
something
have no
different about
knowledge.
you, though.
I have more knowledge than you, dumbass.
Can you repeat the
I
Can you
spent-
can you
I
repeat the
spent more
Fatiha?
time around Muslim.
Can you repeat the Fatiha,
Okay.
Skandar?
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
He's 100% reading.
I was gonna say that. He's reading it.
I'm not reading. I swear to God, I'm not. My connection is very shit. If I was to search it with VPN on, it would have taken me like 10 minutes to load the site. I literally have not read it. I know I've recited some stuff just for your interest.
Yes, I can vouch for that. His internet with VPN on is extremely shit.
Well, Asin must have DM'd him the Fatiha. Because I doubt that he
I can post my.
We don't want further blasphemy after that disastrous.
After the tranny intro.
Correct.
Yeah. Let this please without blasphemy.
Yeah, seconded. Who also wants
Touch read as well. I did it with touch read as well. You fucking munafa.
fair point. Fair point.
Just
Who wants the floor?
Who wants the floor?
who wants to ask a question? Is there anyone who wants to ask a question?
I think Hisham. Yeah, take Hisham.
Hisham isn't muted. He just doesn't know how to fucking speak. He's retarded.
No, he's not.
You can even type it if you want.
Yeah, he can post it.
Yeah, one of us can read
Tell
it.
us if you have a question and read it
Bruh,
on YouTube
DM it to one of us.
and text chat. DM anything. DM it to Hamza if you want it anonymously.
No, how's it anonymous if he's gonna DM it to me and I'm gonna read it right now?
Yeah, you're gonna read it, but no, I'm talking about anyone in general. If they want their question to be anonymous.
Fair point, fair point. Oh yeah, this one, I forgot to read this one. This one comes from an anonymous tipper. Why would we trust someone who secretly records his own sex tapes to be a mod?
Well, I deny those
Exactly.
accusations. My quote is ironic. Some people serious. That's all I'm going.
Hamza, can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna ask a question and then you can ask yours. Next question comes from an
Sure.
anonymous tipper. He says, what are the standpoints of the candidates on the Jewish threat, aka Arnie? Skandar?
Okay, so I think that having him here might be a threat to you guys. But I think that, like, from my point of view, having him here is actually disrupting him. He's looking at people shitposting, not at the actual people who are fighting for their freedom. So we're wasting his time, basically. Just basically ijtihad, if you think about it.
Fair.
If we were to kick Arnie and have him go back to his Mossad job, and he'd investigate another serious chat, then it would be trouble for us. So the best thing we can do is have him here, waste his time, and have him fucking, like, not investigate any other chat.
Thank you. Zach.
Keep your friends close and your enemies close. This is my policy. Close on is. That's why we need him contained in the server. Of course, we will be cautious. Not close will get you in trouble. But bear in mind, this guy is poses a threat. I will not a great deal of him.
Thank you.
Control it never up.
Next question. Shut the fuck up. It goes to Alex. Oh wait, actually, I still want to say something, Asil.
Sure.
Yes. So my question is somebody who always hides behind the cloak of irony, somebody who is actually eligible to be in a mod? If you're gonna just hide all your mistakes behind the excuse of irony and joking, then how can we ever hold you accountable for any bad thing you do as a mod?
Well, I think the must already hide behind that something new, alright? I don't think something new. For the health, I can not hide behind. Maybe when I'm clear when I'm serious. But as of now, I'm just a owner. Shit, running is normal.
Next
Like, no
question.
structured answer.
Adnan, you want to say something?
No, I just said like it was a well structured answer that was completely understandable.
Next question comes from an anonymous person. It goes. What is your opinion on دولة فلسطين? End quote. Both candidates, Skandar.
Okay, I believe that it has the right to exist as a Kabylian ethno-state because, let's face it here, like the most pure Palestinian person here is Sand, and Sand is 88% Kabylian. So
What about Hisham?
I believe that Hisham is a half Irish. He does not have the choice, like he does not have the say in whether Palestine should be a Kabylian ethno-state or not. But Sand is like a pure person. He's been there. He's been in the camps. He knows like the shit. Hisham is like the son of an Irish woman. Maybe even like, maybe he has like different animals down the line in the ancestry. And his father is a rich man. Sand has been there. He's seen the struggle. He's seen the Nakba. So I believe that he has the right to determine whether Palestine should be a Kabylian ethno-state or not. And if it is a Kabylian ethno-state, he will have more advantages for himself than for the Palestinian people, which will be more beneficial to him. So I believe that Palestine should exist as a Kabylian ethno-state.
Based.
Thank you, Alex. Zach?
I don't believe in Palestine. I believe in greater Palestine. Of course, I value the Palestine. I'm not sure by nature. This is our tradition, our history.
Die for
We always
Palestine, holy.
We always supported the Palestinians, especially my brother Hisham, who decided to boycott action. But I respect his right. So this shared survey will always support Palestine.
God bless. God bless. Next question. It's anonymous. I'm gonna ask my question to both. Okay. Yeah, anonymous. We can all agree that Turks are the worst posters. Can we have a limit on how much they post daily?
I do not think that they are the worst posters. We have different nationalities that post worse than Turks. And I believe that Turks are actually my brothers. CCC. I support Turks. Ooh.
Cringe, wholesome 0, minus 300 Reddit gold. Zach, your turn.
I'm willing
Shut the fuck up,
I'm
Skandar.
willing.
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
You had your chance. You
I
praised
agree.
Turkey. You're wrong, Zach.
Well, I agree somewhat with Alex. Turks are not the worst person. We have training and Jan. So there will be a limit on how much they post. Maybe 2 hours per day. Maybe 3.
Maybe.
Look,
Ye-
you didn't make me finish.
Fine.
I think that Kemalists are cringe. I think that like people like there's different layers of cringe, but I don't think that they are overall the cringiest. However, I think that Nafris are actually one of the worst posters. So like if you're gonna
Based.
look, I'm saying this as an Nafri myself. I think that we're bad posters, but like I'm not gonna be hypocritical and like let someone post less because they're bad posters. If you're a bad poster, you take it to heart, and you bad post. Look, you should not care about what people think of you as a poster. If you do, then maybe you're the tranny and you're the Janny.
You know who to vote for now, Leadus and Typhoon.
This actually goes into my next question. What will be done to curtail the Nefri population of the server? Both candidates. Let's start with Zach.
Well,
How ironic,
I plan
asking
to
that
expand the
this
Nafri
question.
population here. I plan to expand the Nafri population here.
Expand it.
Expand it, yes.
Wow. Skandar, your turn.
About the Nafri population,
Yes.
I think that I'm all about balance, and I've been like trying to encourage more Middle Eastern participation in the chat lately.
True.
But like, I view all like Middle East, North African nationalities as equal, and they can join if they want to, and they can leave if they want to. But I think that like maybe we can have like different like we can have like stricter choices, like strict. We can be more strict on like newcoming Nafris to see if they're less Reddit, so they can join. Like if they're more Reddit, like we've seen yesterday with the /r/Morocco server, then we'd be stricter on them.
Wait, what happened? What's the /r/Morocco server?
We went there yesterday. They're basically a bunch of Amazighi nationalist atheist people. They're like
Atheists be like? Okay, okay. Next question is next question. It's anonymous. It says, ask Alex about the server's policy regarding recognizing the Armenian genocide, considering we have both Armenians and Turks on this server.
Look, I do not care. I literally do not care. You have the right to believe that the Armenian genocide is real. You have the right to believe it is real. I literally do not care about the Armenian genocide. I believe that I actually don't even know what the Armenian genocide is. But like, if it even existed, then you have the right to believe it does exist, and you have the right to believe it did not exist. You did not exist in the 1910s to prove that the Armenian genocide is real.
God bless. Next question, anonymous. It says, what is the opinion of both candidates on Syrians?
I think that Syrians are our brothers. I think that we're like, they call Algerians the Syrians of North Africa and it's for good reason. I think that Syrians should stop being like. I think that look, you do not judge a Syrian just based on him being a Syrian. You judge him based on his political views. You judge him on his intelligence, which shows that they are not NPCs. Shows that they're true people. Like you can meet a Syrian of different backgrounds and different cultures, different schools of thought. They're not like, say, Jordanians who like all think the same. They're all Jamid post everything. No, Syrians are actually some of the most quality posters that I've ever seen. Come to Mena chat. I've eaten the best Syrian food here. I like Syrians. Peace.
Zach, your turn.
Well, I love Syrian. We have a lot of Syrian, especially homeless. I give them a bit of charity every day when I go to the mosque. So yeah, my policy is Syrian. Always be. We have two supports from prominent figure. Ken, who supports me wholeheartedly.
That doesn't help you.
Typhoon wants to ask a question.
Wait.
Love me some Syrian.
Thank you, Zach. Next question. It's anonymous. It says, what will be done about the Ken problem? Zach, you can start.
The Ken problem is something that is okay. So I think he's been active. His posts are less cancer than. Give him time, give him and I think he will improve. Of course, we will ban Attack on Titan.
God bless. God bless. Do you think we should limit the amount of posts he can make in the JP channel?
Yes.
Zach?
Yeah. Of course, we should limit. Maybe we should.
Maybe we should ban him from the JP channel. What do you think?
I will think about it, but I'm not sure it's the right time.
Thank you.
Wow, Zach, did you just admit you'd like to put limits on a member who is?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
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 No. I think he will agree with me.
Zach?
Well, Ken, if you are listening, right? Well, Ken,
that's what I'd like to say. Thank you.
when I say have a limit, of course, no, I'm not going to ban you. People already mute you already, so it's not new. What I will do, I will protect your right to JP, but with a restriction. no more AAP posting unless it's a new chapter. When the new chapter drops, we post about so maybe in is the chapter of is going to be posted this new chapter will come out so you can post about as much as you can in that after have to until the new chapter. Alright, Ken?
God bless. God bless.
Skander's
Alex, Alex, your turn. Same question. Should can be
Okay.
limited? What should be done about the Ken question?
Look, the Ken question is a very controversial one, but here's my opinion. Look, as much as we all we all have disliked Ken in the past. I think he grows on you like a tumor. I think Ken is like a stamp to show that you are a true member of the server. We should keep Ken here. He's like a pleb filter. Like if we didn't have Ken around, we would not. We would have more redditors. We'd have more people who are more tightly who tightly hold on into their opinion and believe that it's fact. Ken here challenges people. He makes them think differently, and that's the good thing about him. Like right now, he grew in all of us, like people who spent time with him, like a tumor, and that's a good thing because this tumor identifies us as the chat, brings us together. We can all like join in, shit on Ken, praise Ken, whatever. But like, if a new person wants to join in the circle, he needs to accept the tumor that will grow on him. Otherwise, he would not fit in. And I see Ken as a good pleb filter for that purpose. About the JP channel, I think that I don't really care. Like anyone has the right to discuss what anime they want, what manga they want, and I think AOT should be no exception. However, like if you're really annoyed by that, then you can just like block him or something.
God bless. Thank you,
Like,
Alex. Is that all? Do you want to say something? Okay, thank you, Alex. Next question. It's anonymous. It says, thoughts on a zoophilia NSFW channel for Hisham?
Oh, I think Typhon wanted to ask another question.
Well, let's just
Sure, go ahead.
hear the answers of this. Skandar, you want to start? Hello? Hello? Wake up, guys.
Hello, hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
Skandar?
well,
And the question was, thoughts on a zoophilia NSFW channel for Hisham? Wait, I mean, and Hisham didn't ask this. This is an anonymous question, but the channel is
so-
for Hisham.
I can provide it like as long as the channel is being useful.
Zach, what do you
Okay,
say?
like as long as the channel is being used, I think that it has the right to exist. But like, there's something called the Discord TOS, which basically, I'm not sure if Zoophilia is, because like Discord mods are furry, so I think they'll be okay with it. So as long as Hisham is willing for it and accepts it, he can have his own Zoophilia channel. So you guys cannot see it on the main NSFW channel.
God
And the
bless.
Zoophilia channel allows Irish girls, it allows Asian girls, it allows white girls, it allows like fucking even Abo girls if you want to. It's allowed in the Zoophilia channel. And of course Gypsy girls, Tlemceni girls, and Egyptian girls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. Zach, what do you think?
My policy is similar to Alex. And about the TOC, Discord mods are already furry, so I don't think they will. I think they will tolerate zoophilia. So yeah, I will have a channel for it. Of course, it will be hidden from most people if they.
Thank you. Typhoon wants to ask a question. Typhoon, you have the floor.
Yes, I would like to ask a question. Candidate. As you all aware, there is some very blatant discrimination and racism against apes in the server. This is honestly very revolting, and ape phobia must be stopped. And I would like to know which measures shall be taken by the candidates to go against such revolting, disgusting ape phobia. Furthermore, I would like to add that if our demands are not met, you will all have a very, very bad time. This is a direct threat to everyone who will oppose it.
You know this is being recorded, right?
Yes, I am fully aware, and every post I have made on this
Satire?
satire, I do condone and support any opinions expressed on this page. Thank you very much.
Next question. It's anonymous. What efforts will be made to make sure that the growing Void population of the server will not recreate the previous Void scenario in which the Leducian Anti-Void Act had to be enacted? Guys? Wait, I muted Alex. Sorry, Alex, you're muted. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, like with the Void Menace, like we're trying new experimental things, with bringing Voids in this chat to see if we can integrate them to lower the incel rate of this chat, but at the same time we limit the Void's ability to manipulate the incels we have on here, because incels are, even if you hate them, a valuable resource. So what we've been doing here is like trying to have Voids in their own like cages, so that people can talk to them in their own cages if they want to. It's like a zoo, basically.
Are you saying that your own voters, aka Mimi, are animals? That's not a very
Look, we are all animals deep inside. My ancestors were animals, and they weren't apes. They were cows, sheep, and horses.
Zach, you have the floor. Wait, Skandar, continue.
Okay. So basically, I was saying that we would only have a limit, should like be informed about how incelous this server is, but it's up to them if they want to leave after being threatened with rape or whatever joke there is. So basically, it's up to them to like block people that they don't like or whatever, and if they don't do it and they leave, then they basically failed the test. Like, imagine taking fucking rape threats online seriously. Who does that?
God bless. Thank you, Alex. Your turn, Zach.
Well, Alex is contradicting that. He said that we didn't sugarcoat the female, but he muted my friend Stan, the ape monkey, when he made a threat. Like, what do
That
you
was
call
Bal,
it?
not Bal.
Well, Bal is a surrogate for you. It's a delicate. Can you do you endorse that action?
Thank you, Zach. Hisham wants to ask a question. Hisham, you have the floor. Hisham?
I think the Israelis got.
Hisham, you're not speaking if you think you are.
You can type it out and somebody can ask it for you.
Okay, until then, we're gonna go on to our next question. What do you guys think of investing resources in a future brothel? Location still being worked out. We're gonna start with Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
Look, this idea has been pushed by the Shark Fund of starting a brothel so we can profit this chat and bring a new revenue stream. We will have not only subsidized but free access to the brothels for the chat members. Bal will be the head director of the brothel, of course. So like, we'll organize it so that we'll have different branches. Many people can cooperate. Many people can enjoy the goods that we have to offer to other people. And if a girl is virgin, then we'll have a competition between our boys to see who will take her virginity before she's free for the market to use.
Thank you, Alex.
And the brothel is promised by 2031 that the brothel will be complete.
God bless.
We'll all get to enjoy the fruit of the brothel, and this is a promise. This is not a lie.
God bless. Zach.
Well, I'm also. we will include every woman here. Every woman will be forced to participate in the proposal, including underage girls. We have no age.
You got my vote. You got my vote.
Especially underage girls.
Every post I have ever made on this chat is not satire. I don't condone and support any of the opinions expressed on this chat room. Any posts associated with this IP is satire. Okay,
You
go
don't
ahead.
hear that from me.
Well, I'm safe here in Tlemcen, so I can. I'm safe here in Tlemcen. I can. I said I'm supporting the brother.
Thank you. Typhoon wanted to ask a question in lieu of Hisham. So, Typhoon, you have the
Yes.
floor.
I have received confirmation by Hisham that he has given me the permission to ask this question. The question is targeted to both candidates, but more specifically to Zach. So Hisham wants to know.
Hisham wants to know. I fucking knew it.
So we are looking forward to your answers. Thank you very much.
Zach, you can start. Zach, what's your answer?
Can you repeat the question?
Typhoon, can you repeat the question? I didn't think we
Okay,
picked that
I
up.
will repeat the question, but I think the question was very clear. If you are implying that you know that our accents are horrible, this is very insulting.
No.
Zach, you have. Zach, you have the floor.
I didn't quite get it. Can you repeat it one more time?
Typhoon, third time, please.
Okay, last time, but please, be understanding.
Alright. I think I get it.
I think we understand it now.
Yeah, the horse is saying vote prayer please, and I endorse. Yes.
Thank you, Zach.
You're
Skandar.
saying that the horse clearly said that you're a munafiq, Zach, and you shouldn't be trusted in votes. Look,
I heard it 3 times.
Islam-
Clear.
if Islam is against voting, then why are you trying to represent Islam? See?
Most Muslims here do want to vote. I'm representing them.
How can you be sure that they
If
are
most Muslims don't want to vote, then I will lose. It doesn't matter.
Next.
That answers your question.
Thank you for both candidates. Next question. It's anonymous. It goes to both candidates. It says, "Ask if anything will be done regarding the abundance of nigger women posting." I think this also is targeting a specific member of this chat.
Whoa. Has anyone got a problem with the black queens?
Yes.
Look.
Not me. It's an anonymous person. Skandar, you should.
Something will be okay. I'll answer first. Something will be done. I'll find the person who asked this question. I'll get testosterone injections and I'll inject it right into him, so he can believe that black queens are as equally impressive as other women. The
Well,
person who
I
made
will.
this really lacks testosterone. Race is not important. The attractiveness of a woman is.
Thank you, Skandar. Zach, you can answer.
Currently, I'm DMing Umayma. I'm trying to get her nude.
Oh, you're not gonna get it.
Yes,
You're
yes.
not gonna get it. Hello, Zach.
Wow, did
The black woman problem
Zach,
will be solved.
sorry, can I just have a moment? Did
Yeah.
Zach just admit that he's trying?
Asking nudes from a Muslim sister. Zach, did you just admit to asking nudes from a Muslim sister?
Kano is the black Muslim.
Okay, let's see. Is there another question? Yeah, this one comes from Hisham. He says, "Ask them if they will unban the A party."
I'll plan on unbanning the ape party when the bear party loses. The ape party is next. The bear party will be banned, and the ape party will take its place and will prosper hopefully.
The Shark Party is in cause of the A Party. I don't know how you can support and support your opposition. Doesn't make any sense. If their party loses, I will endorse the A Party for the next election. I will support them wholeheartedly. Alright, so if I win, I of course will
So
also
basically,
support
if the bear party loses,
either
the A
way,
party
either way.
has more. Yeah, either way,
No, no.
if the bear party loses, the A party has
If
more
I am-
leverage.
If I am in power, of course I will have more power to help the A party, then we will we'll both work together to absolutely destroy the Shark.
God bless. God bless. Next question. It says, ask them anonymously, but not from me, says Yazid, about a gay NSFW channel.
About what?
A gay NSFW channel.
I'll
Anonymously,
take it into consideration
from
because-
Yazid.
Look,
From Yazid.
I'll take it into consideration because the NSFW channel have been getting too big, and many people are like afraid of their fragile heterosexuality. So maybe I'll take it into account and make a gay NSFW channel.
Zach.
I'm not sure if I should add a gay, let's say, definitely a zoophilia channel. I
Hmm.
don't know about the gay. Is anyone interested in it? Or maybe
I
can
think
pull-
I think
the
yes.
zoophilia channel.
I think Yaz will
I
be
think
very
it's-
interested.
Maybe we'll merge them together, the zoophilia and
Yeah.
channel fetish.
Um,
A separate chat.
separate chat.
Hopefully Scats will also. But I will make a poll.
Hmm.
You got
ينعرب دمك.
The next question comes anonymously. In claiming that he is trying to get Kaino nudes, did Zach just admit to being a pedophile, considering Kaino is underage?
No.
Ooh,
You
ooh.
know, it's 8.
She's 15.
No. She told me she's 18.
She's
No,
15
no,
though.
She lied about her age.
She lied about her age.
literally lied about her age.
She's underage.
She joined the server when she was 12. She joined this place when she
Every
was
post I've ever made on this chat is not.
She did.
We have a pedophile candidate, guys. He has my vote.
No.
Pedophile pride
haven't
worldwide.
gotten it, so I'm not.
Everybody's
I still
leaving.
haven't gotten it.
We've we've la-
I'm not a confirmed pedophile. I'm not a confirmed.
Can we have speeches to end this
yes,
ceremony? And we can
yes.
start the vote?
I'm out of questions, anyways. So 1 minute to both to end their to have like the ending speeches and shit like that.
I'll do a
Okay.
speech too.
Yeah, you were the last,
Okay,
I guess.
Actually, Alex, have you prepared a speech
No, you can do it on my place.
on your behalf?
I'll let
Okay.
Asil. Yeah, he'll
Okay.
speak on my behalf.
The Asil is gonna speak for the Shark Party. You have the floor.
Okay.
Alex, are you sure he didn't do a good introduction?
I know. I am sure. I've read his speech.
Alright, go ahead.
Good. Can you guys hear me right though?
Yes.
Good. I'd like to open my speech with a simple question. Do you, sincerely, trust a man with a higher voice pitch than a tranny position of a mod?
Oof.
My voice has nothing to do.
Hey, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Let me append, please, with another question. Do you trust a demagogue with that same position? Do you trust a man whose sole agenda is that he hates the quote-unquote Jannies, trannies, and mods with that position? Not that he promised certain action against these types, no. Just that he hates them. The sorry excuse for a man that is Zach is going about his candidature the same way a child would go in a playground to recruit friends. A pure, idiotic, and unsubstantiated appeal to emotions. In contrast, consider what the current roster of mods headed by His Excellency Ali have done for this server. Mena Couch, hundreds of pins of anime, book and movie download links, and their continued service in inviting nobody but their dearest friends and organizing events as to keep the server afloat. So please, curse me for an eternity if they haven't gone beyond the call of duty to keep this server alive and flourishing. Moreover, considering the rather small amounts of people on the server, and with further considerations for the ones that are actually active, whom I'm sure don't exceed 20 or so users, do you think we actually need another mod? Is this server hundreds of active server is this a server with hundreds of active users? No. Is this a turbulent server that demands constant control? No. There is no reason for you, my dear voter, to waste your votes on a homosexual with big teeth and even bigger lies. Zach is not the promised harbinger. Is not the promised harbinger of change. He's just another corrupt man who gives empty promises to become a monk, not out of necessity or of merit, but because he believes deep down in his jealous, ungrateful heart that he just deserves to have that.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, he's a crook, he's a charlatan, and he's a joke. So vote Shark.
God bless. That was a really long speech. I was gonna cut you because it's over 1 minute, but thank you. Zach, you have 5 minutes to make a speech. Zach, you have the floor. Zach?
Well, you can.
Are you dead?
Honestly think you can just check that server has only one mod right now, Alex. So obviously this server will need more mods. It is not something debatable.
Is that it? Zach?
Yes.
This was supposed to be your ending speech.
Yeah. So obviously this server needs more organ. Of course we're doing okay, right? We're trying to be better, right? So no more no more lewd picture, homosexual. I promise you that we will add new emotes, new events. We will not delete you guys. So my thought, that to the party that follows. So I'm not going to add any rules or restrictions that you guys. A lot of accusations have been made against me, but I deny most of them. Most of them do not have any proof of such accusations. And like I said, I'm only going to represent what you guys want, and I'll only add what you guys have.
Thank you, Zach. We have. I was gonna finish this here, but we have. Okay, do you wanna say something, Adnan?
Yeah, this is my speech time because I had
a second speech for Shark.
Yes, because I am
He's the sub-
moderator.
I don't think it will sway any votes.
Should we allow this, Zach? Should we allow this speech,
Yeah,
Zach?
I'm
Sure.
yeah.
Okay, just want to say fuck bees, fuck cats, fuck gays, fuck shark, for better content and for a better new stuff and original content, which is I am like a mini mod on. So please vote.
God bless.
Actually, but I'd like to read something because Zach has said that there's only one mod. He thinks that fucking Alex is the only mod, while there's Sammy, there's, as you know him, Ototo.
Only mod online, you idiot. How many mods are online right now?
Me and Ali.
Check again.
Yeah, but we're...
Ali is barely a mod. He doesn't do. He's just.
He's admin, you nigga.
He's just
He's
a head
literally
picker.
Ali is an admin, you idiot.
When did he ever do?
And
that?
when you're gonna join, you're gonna be as active as I am. I doubt that. It's just that I'm like too active as a moderator.
Look, guys, I just have to throw something in there. We don't want elections. We don't want democracy. We want Islam. The Quran.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar.
Guys, can we have the take of the ape party on this?
Sure. Who's gonna represent the? I think Typhoon. Typhoon, as a representative of the ape party, what's your take?
Well, I have discussed this with my colleagues from the ape, and our conclusion is the following.
An endorsement for the Bear Party, by the way.
Yes, I agree with the A party base. Oh, we can.
Sam,
Party.
let Sam talk.
Who else wants to talk?
I endorse, yes.
Yes, remember the what the fuck is the A party is backing Zach, so if you want more of that, vote for Bear. Before we end this, I have been given confidential information. I just posted it in the Mena Caucus chat. It is incriminating evidence of the collaboration of the Bear Party candidate with the Umala, with Mossad, with outside agents. Zach says, I'm a double agent, dummies. And Sphere says, I believe it. I'm a spy on that other server. This was said in the Murad chat. Zach, what do you say about this?
I'm a triple agent, you fucking idiots. I was spying.
Yeah, that's all the old shit.
Bullshit.
It's just irony, bro. It's just irony.
I'm ironically a double agent, guys.
It's just ironic agency.
Who honestly here thinks that I'm an agent for the Murad fucking chat?
I mean, you. Oh wait, I have.
Hamza,
Yes,
How could you
post it.
I'm gonna post it. Zach has a comeback. He asked me to post this in the Mena Caucus chat.
Clad, my friend, I heard about you from YouTube. I think this is Photoshop. I think this is.
Who cares? Who cares?
I think Photoshop. We need to bring Clad here.
Yeah, this could be
So he
edited.
can-
We need his actual
Yeah.
like voice verification.
Should I talk to Clad?
Is he even online?
He was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. So, in lack of proper verification, because he didn't like record his voice on Vocaro or something.
Well, did you verify my post?
Fair point.
There's no
Fair
verification.
point.
This is not evidence.
Yes, it's not.
Well then, this sums up our interview. I hope every single voter now has a clear idea of who they want to vote for and who represents their interests better.
Vote Shark! Vote Shark!
Vote Shark! Vote
Vote Shark! Vote Shark!
Boo!
Vote shark. Vote shark.
Have a good day. Wait, where
By
the
the
fuck
way,
is the vote poll gonna be? Like what?
Yeah, I'll organize it.
Did you
In
make up
30
your
minutes,
mind?
it will be open.
I don't know if I
In
made up
30
my
minutes,
mind.
Voting will start.
I don't know if
30
I.
minutes, the voting.
Really?
In 30 minutes.
Ghassan has a question. Ghassan has a question.
Ghassan has a
Okay,
question.
Oh,
Does he wanna ask it himself? Ghassan, do you wanna speak?
Anonymous.
What do you post? My question, Hamza knows. The question,
Please check.
the question was: is Anonymous allowed to spam General when he is listening to music? What the fuck? It's not. What the fuck does that even mean? You fucking retard! Is Anonymous allowed to spam General when he's listening to music? Shut the fuck up. That wasn't even a good question.
No.
I think he's drunk again.
Why doesn't Alex sound like a girl?
Skandar, what's our wait? I wanna ask this to both of you. What's our policy on alt accounts voting?
Look, if we find out
This might sway my vote. In fact, might sway my vote and my alt accounts vote.
Look, I'm okay with rigging as long as it's not noticeable.
As long as it's not
Wait,
noticeable. Thank you. Thank you, Skandar.
We as a party are okay with
Why
alt
did you
Yeah.
account
mute my delegate?
for Shark.
I'll unmute him. Wait, let me figure out.
Did you see
Okay, should be.
So
Look.
the Shark Party is muting
No.
The Shark Party is jury rigging.
Shut the. Look.
This is election rigging.
If you're rigging, you gotta be smart about it, and it doesn't have to be obvious. If it's obvious, then I'm against rigging.
No,
If it's gonna
Base?
you guys are actually intelligent.
be, look,
Aren't
there will be rigging.
aren't
The
like
system is not-
wait I
Because
can
you
ask.
guys- you niggers don't want the system to be foolproof. So that's why there will be rigging. When I said you guys have to register a vote after you choose your candidate, you guys were like, no, we need anonymous vote forever. Okay, so you get your anonymous vote, but there's gonna be rigging. And if the rigging is too obvious, then the party which has been rigging the election will face consequences for it.
Yes, I am for signed votes, no anonymous votes.
Look, we're gonna do reaction voting, but then that's not
No.
anonymous. That's not anonymous, yeah. So I thought
What?
about. Look, no. Look, you guys want the vote to be anonymous, right?
Yes.
You want the vote to be anonymous.
So
Okay,
why are you
if you want
getting-
it to be
Yes,
anonymous,
secret ballots.
then it's gonna be anonymous. But if rigging is, if someone was caught rigging, and you guys get a reward for snitching on riggers, by the way, fuck riggers, then the party
Fuck
involved in
snitch.
the rigging.
Fuck Johnny.
Fuck
Yes,
you,
fuck
rigger.
Janet, but I wanna
Hey.
become a speak logic.
A
Look.
good Johnny.
There's no good Janet, it's just Jenny.
Stop
True,
going
true.
late. Okay, anyways, if someone is caught rigging, which is like
No one
through,
will, the one will rig this election. We're obviously gonna win. Like 99% for them.
Okay, anyways, like if someone is caught rigging, and then it will be there will be severe consequences.
Wait,
No
Sand has
rigging.
joined. Let him ask a question.
Sand, do you want to ask a question? Wait, did he leave? Fucking retards.
He said fuck niggers and left.
Fuck niggers.
Typical
Okay,
Darren.
so
I guess this ends the
guys,
interview.
remember, yeah,
Also,
remember
Alex,
to vote. That's the most
if you
important
win.
thing.
Did Zach make
Yes,
Zach
go
give his
ahead.
final comments?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Vote.
Fuck Jannies,
Sorry.
fuck trannies, fuck mods.
Exactly.
Even if you're, like, just make sure to vote. That's
Yeah. Even though
okay.
2 times.
Hamza, as a chairman, you are allowed to conclude this ceremony, and we can move on to voting in 30 minutes. And it will last for 24 hours.
In the last 10 minutes, I have been doing undercover research on Google.com about the IQ of 2 very important animals, the IQ of the great white shark and the IQ of the average bear. And what I came up with is that there's actually no distinctive answer. So fuck you all.